Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome back to the Sunday Recap, my weekly vlog where I talk a bit about my last week in games. And it's been a pretty busy week for me in real life, especially at work last week, so all I managed to do was play a bit of EVE Online, but I did go out there on a couple of occasions to do a little bit of exploration in the all-in-one Ishtar, and I actually found some combat sites, so that's the good news there. Since it is the skilling spree, that does tend to be my fallback when it is a little bit more busy. I come online, I do my PI, it's killing spree, so I go out there, do a quick round, and sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you are unlucky. That is of course what exploration is all about. But yeah, this week I found a couple of combat sites which was quite nice. Now let's hope that next week we can work on the loot, because that was not that great so far. But overall, definitely enjoying that activity in EVE Online. Exploration is quite nice and is super solo friendly. So that was most of my time. On a couple of evenings I played a little bit more and I went back to transporting some stuff towards Amar. We still have stuff lying around stations that are pretty close to that trade hub, but I'd love to establish our trade base there, and so there's a little bit of work to be done. Especially some of the more bulky items are still left, some pretty heavy components and some pretty basic minerals. We're doing a little bit of combination, selling locally and then moving it out into the trade hub, where I've got my system down in order to basically put everything in the right containers, and so I can very quickly check on stuff, especially after EVE talk. Alright, something is going up, might do a little bit of selling there. We've got everything nice and settled. After Amar, we'll have to do the same thing around Jida and in Galente space as well. I think Minmatar space is quite organized, but that's something that I have been working on a little bit as well, and so that's a pretty relaxed week of EVE Online for me. We still have a couple of days to go before the next PPC rounds are done basically, and I need to go back for the new contracts. But while I was doing my transportation, I did notice a pretty big batch of them. Not exactly sure, I think it was most freighters, that all of a sudden all of them got picked up. So I'm still in that position where I feel like prices are going up for the BPCs, especially for the larger ships, and it's still tricky to get a lot of sales going, but I think we're heading in the right direction. My expectation is that especially larger groups are slowly preparing for CCP's changes to the blueprints, and that could potentially mean some easier times when it comes to producing large ships, and thus they are getting ready for all of that. The active development of EVE Online focus on the test server now, I think, is for structure rebalance, which, well, as a solo player it's extremely hard now to keep your own structure afloat. You become a target of a war deck very quickly, and just the cores are enough to basically incentivize a group to take your structure down. So it doesn't really touch me all that much, but I am of course looking forward to FanFest. We will see what CCP has planned for EVE Online there. I think the road to FanFest is more about the rebalancing and things like that. I'm kind of hoping that at FanFest itself we get some new stuff to look forward to in order to set our goals. But I'm still in the consolidation mode. Last week I actually managed to get quite a bit done from that front, and yeah, other than that, super busy week. So that's really all I have for you. That was my last week in games, guys. Pretty short one. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.